Today on 5-Man, we learned that if you're looking to jump the ranks at work, touch a down power line. It might make you better at business. Points have said death-bringing cable looks like an electric umbilical cord. My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Oh yeah, guys. Like I said, my name is James, and am I dying based on those coughs? Who knows? Who cares? I'll pull down my underwear and reveal to all that I am filling out my bikini bottoms with warm, hard muscle. Oh yeah. Cum gutters have been installed and are aplenty. It's as if I'm smuggling two just snakes beneath my pelvic skin. Ooh. Or better yet, two worms. And those slimy beasts are the worms that drive Jason Voorhees to kill. And I got two of them. I'm double what Jason Voorhees will ever be. And I'm much more handsome than that little bitch. He's a frog boy. He's bloated as hell. He spends his life in the water and he's leapfrogging everywhere. That's how he gets ya. It's not teleporting. That's where the game got it wrong. That's why they couldn't secure licensing rights. Because dude who did the producing, can't remember his name right now, he's like, my little frog boy, you ruined him. And then he should be leaping. They should incorporate that into one of the games. Someone mod it. It's just Jason Voorhees. He doesn't walk. He just leapfrogs around. Still the same speed, but leapfrogs.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, especially because if you saw a frog come up to you leapfrogging and was just going, it's much more scary than just it going ribbit, ribbit.
Yeah.
And speaking of the person who just spoke, it's Nicole the Bricks Jakis.
Yo.
Nicole, we went out to eat. It was nice. And there was a moment that I started smiling out of nowhere. There was a lull in the conversation. And I was like, I hope Nicole didn't notice it. But then you asked me, James, what you smiling about? And I had to come honest with you. And I simply said, I'm thinking about that episode of Step by Step because it was so good. It's Drive, he said, season 1, episode 15, I believe, best episode of the entire series.
Clearly.
I love it so much so that the following day I thought about it and smiled.
Yeah.
Were you hoping it was you?
I wasn't hoping anything.
Oh, okay. What if I had said, I'm just thinking about your milky skin. Did I say that weird?
You say everything weird.
Everything. Oh, was that odd? Unique, even?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We're driving to the front lines, to the finish races, and we are going to introduce our guest, Nicole.
Okay.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce him?
No.
All right. Hey, guys, you remember this beautiful boy from episode, I believe, 83 of this show from October 2020. Took him 2 years to get here and then another 2 years to come back. Oh, yeah. It's Kris, that Fed, a.k.a. the Fedder.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How about you guys? How's it going?
We're doing well. We just finished this. We should tell everyone. Step by step, we have officially seen all 160 episodes.
Nice.
So you can look forward to us not talking about it as much now.
Well, eventually I would like to do a stream where I give the best and worst episodes of each season. Then I would love to rank the seasons. And then I would love to do a little thing called Rank Every Episode.
Jesus.
What would you put at your top so far? Has the audience watched it or?
The top season or top episode?
Well, is it in this show? Because I know this is like season 14, isn't it?
Wait, no, Step by Step is a sitcom that was on ABC.
My bad. The one with Paris Hilton, my bad.
No,
okay.
no, what?
Oh, what am I talking about?
Are you thinking of The Simple Life?
I was thinking of Simple Life.
Okay, well, Simple Life we have been watching as well. which is very good.
But I will never stop talking about it.
No, what? Yeah, you will.
Wow, okay.
When you're all on your deathbed, you're not going to be like, Simple Life was so good. Nicole Richie really got the butt end of that deal.
No, because that's what you say.
Oh, yeah. You're all like, oh, I'm more of a Paris.
Be like, that's hot, and then die.
So what is Step by Step about then? I don't think I've ever seen this show.
It stars Patrick Duffy and Suzanne Summers. They are a blended family. They get together very much like the Brady Bunch, but it started in 1990, went to 1998, I think, 7 seasons.
Wow. That's a pretty decent for like 90s sitcoms.
Uh-huh. It's so good. Minus season 6. So beautiful. Minus season 6. Amazing. Not season 6.
What's wrong with season 6?
So much we don't have time to get into. I think maybe I'll just do a stream. It was aired incredibly out of order, so it didn't make sense. There are some times when JT is trying to find, that's one of the oldest son, he's trying to find a girlfriend. And then it's like, well, wait, he's dating Sam, isn't he? And then the next episode is the episode he gets together with Sam, or the episode where it's like, wait, who the fuck is this person? Because it's just at the end. The tag of the episode is Dana and Sam coming in and being like, oh, I love JT. I'm like, who the fuck is this woman?
Yeah.
And then like 2 episodes later, they introduce Sam. And it's like, oh, these are aired so horribly. They replaced Cody. He was going through legal troubles. They replaced him with Belky from Perfect Strangers, and his character was so bad. Just everything. And so in season 4, the last episode, they have a child, like a fresh baby. Then season 5 happens. So you would expect this child to be 1.5 years old on the premiere of season 6, but this child is almost 6 years old. They just said,
wow,
screw it.
Yeah.
We need another character who can speak. We don't need this baby stuff here.
Did they go through the pregnancy process at all? Did they
Yes.
show pregnantly? Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool that they did that. But that's quite a time skip.
Yeah, it's just season 6. Season 6 was an insane, in the vacuum of Cody leaving was so aggressive that there's a single episode he comes back in the last season, and that episode's like, yeah, Nicole and I audibly cheered.
I love how you were like, oh, it's too long to explain, and then you go on to explain it.
Yeah, season 6 will eventually be, I'll have to like slap a Suicide Squad disclaimer and be like, we can no longer talk about it on this show.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Which Suicide Squad, or is it all of them?
The first one.
Okay,
'Cause
that makes sense.
in the beginning, everyone would talk shit and be like, it's fun, guys. And it was always the same talking point. So I'd have to say, no, we cannot talk about it anymore.
It's nice seeing the passion for Step by Step.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like your season 6 is my season 8 of Scrubs. So
Oh, Nicole, thoughts on season 8 of
Wow,
Scrubs?
you shut your fucking mouth.
really, okay.
Every season is great.
Even after the writer's strike.
Yes. Yes.
See, what about the Scrubs interns? Can you defend that one?
They're so good.
There's like 2 really amazing cast members out of the interns. 2 of them.
Yeah, so?
No, I like them. I like all of them. I don't know, man. I just do.
Okay.
No, it's cool.
I'll say this. I haven't sat down and watched every episode of Scrubs, but I've seen a lot of episodes, all from every season, probably to the point where maybe I have seen all episodes. I just don't know, but not in a row. I can say I have never sat down and been like, oh, I don't like this. This sucks. They're all good.
Yeah. It's just the character work compared to like the other seasons was definitely lacking. So when you do the comparison to itself, it just feels extra like a different show.
Oh, you should watch Step by Step and get to season 6 because
Okay.
It truly...
I mean, it really is just like a different show. Like they should have done, it should have been a spin-off and not just another season.
Oh, wait, of Scrubs or Step by Step?
Scrubs.
Okay.
Should they have done another season of Step by Step?
I would have liked it because the actress Stacey Keenan has talked about how the character of Dana and Rich. Oh man, Rich sucks as well. It's insane that they got together. Or you want to know what? They both suck.
Yeah,
so,
they both suck.
They were talking about how season 8 was going to include them getting married and solidifying them as like, oh, we're married. We've moved out, all of this. So I would have liked to see that. And Cody probably would have come back.
Okay.
It sucks, man. It's so good. But I'm excited to finally be able to rewatch it already. Mm-hmm. It's such a cozy show.
It is.
It immediately makes me go, oh, I'm relaxed. Did I watch most of these very high and that could be why? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's so good. Thanksgiving, we sat down and watched maybe like 13 episodes in a row.
Guys, this is now mostly speaking step by step.
I wish. Someday we need to get someone on who has also seen all of them, maybe a cast member, and just say this episode and this episode only, we will discuss this series in nauseating detail. It'll be a 3-hour episode and it'll be fine.
Just get it out of the system.
Yeah. But speaking of systems, how's your systems been going with podcasting?
It's been going okay. I haven't released anything for my next one yet. It's 3 episodes recorded. Just got to get them out and edited. It's called One Piece by Time. We're doing a take on watching One Piece, which honestly, the challenge is just how many episodes do you cover in one episode?
Oh, yeah.
Right now we're at 10 episodes, and it still feels like there's way more you can talk about. But how do you do that in a long form that's foreseeable to where, like, One Piece is like 1,000 plus episodes. Do you guys watch One Piece at all?
We've watched like the first 30 episodes or so, then Franklin passed away, and we were watching it every single night, and then that just ruined us, and any sort of routine we had just kind of went away for a while, but we want to get back to it.
That's very understandable, too. But yeah, are there any things that you're during podcasts that you guys are excited for? Because I noticed you guys have expanded, like, doing your podcast. Like, you're not just doing Super Sentai. You guys have, like, a whole catalog, too. And you had a back catalog going into this.
Wait, what do you mean of this mostly speaking Sentai, you mean?
Well, you're doing stuff with scripts. You're doing, like, you have a whole bunch of, like, other podcasts you're doing. Like, what are you guys up to these days? Like, what are the passion projects? Not just this, too.
Nicole and I just do this and engage with Nicolas Cage over on the Patreon. You know about that, baby.
Yeah.
Recently, we started Formulaic, which R2 Shelby 2 and I, we find a show that's formulaic. We break down that formula, like step by step. We did that this month. And then write a script within an hour. And then we do a table read of the script the following episode. And then the newer one, The Height of Horror, we're taking a year in horror, pulling 13 movies from that to figure out, is this a good year, a bad year, the best, or the worst?
What is the worst horror movie you both have seen in the last year?
In the last year?
Fuck,
I
dude.
can actually figure this out.
Oh, yeah, because you do Letterboxd.
Probably Carnival of Souls when it just comes to, like, this was boring, but let me see my lowest rated horror movie. It might be The Evolved Part 1, but that wasn't this year.
Gotta see what this is.
Final Girl, oh no, the worst one we saw this year was The Legend of Halloween Jack.
Oh yeah, fuck that movie.
So bad.
So fucking bad.
Not even like so bad it's good or just terrible?
No. This is a 1-star movie. I did not put a heart on it.
Oh no.
And then I think we watched The Beyond this year, and that just disappointed me because everyone's like, it's so amazing. And I said, this is not.
Yeah.
You guys ended up seeing Megan, right? Because I saw you guys put out a podcast.
James did, yeah.
I saw it, yes.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's fantastic. It's campy. It's heart-touching. It is depressing if you have dealt with trauma and survivor's guilt, but I'm saying it moves you. And it does kind of suck because they were trying to secure a PG-13 rating, so they had to cut a lot of death scenes. So it will be cool if they ever put out an unrated version that adds in maybe like 6 more minutes just to kind of flesh things out, because there are some times where you're like, wait, what happened? When did that happen? So fingers crossed.
Well, I was just biased against it for a while. mainly because on YouTube, it was like the only commercial that I had for a good 3-4 months. That and that Smile movie, which Smile, terrifying.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, you should.
No,
I heard it was good.
I don't like the dentist, and teeth are reminding me of that.
Well, fair.
Is it a toothy smile or a lippy smile?
Toothy.
Oh, nope, never mind. Cheshire Cat, get out of here. Ronald McDonald, no thank you. Mr. T from the Letter People, He has big old teeth. He's mainly teeth. Timmy Tooth, was that puppet show?
Probably.
Okay. Do that on This Existed, baby.
How did you feel about the shiny teeth and me thing from Fairly Odd Parents then? Or is it animated teeth are okay?
No, animated teeth, more terrifying, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
What about your favorite?
Who?
Anal dentata.
Anal dentata and vagina dentata I'm fine with because you're not seeing them.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make a vagina smile. You can hear a smile in a podcast. Hey, guys. It's not a toothy smile you can hear in a podcast because then it's like, hey, guys. Hey. Ugh. I'm scared already thinking of having to edit this because I'll hear that right in my ears, ASMR style. I record in stereo. Where was I going with this? But vagina dentata, can you make your vagina curve up and be like, I'm grinning? That'd be cool if you could. You got to start working your labia muscles, guys.
Don't look at me.
I'm looking at I can't look at the Fed. He doesn't have his webcam up.
Yeah.
Nicole, the
What?
Fed, tell people, work them labias. Majora and Menorah. I want to see alien style, 2 rows of lips smiling back at me.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
My passion project, because I want to change the subject,
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's scary, these teeth.
is I'm real pumped. I got accepted to have my own little vendor spot at Anime Midwest.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool. Congrats.
I'm pumped. It's going to be fun.
When is this?
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that's why I don't remember.
Like the
because
beginning of July.
the person who is actually doing it does not remember.
Because it's in like July.
Yeah, but it's going to all of a sudden roll up on me and I'm going to say, well, Nicole, I guess I
You can
can.
fucking Google it, dude.
Yeah, but you Google that and then it's like, well, is it ASEN? Is it
Anime Midwest?
Is it the Muskegon Anime Convention?
No.
It could be.
No.
That sounds like a lot of fate to me. Like, it sounds like it'll just happen on time.
No. I'm scared. I need it in a calendar. You want to know what? That's what you should do. In our calendar, write it in.
All right.
So then I can flip through it and say, oh, that's where that is. Then because I generally once a month see when Christmas is each year.
What?
Just to make sure. So I'm like, oh, okay. I just flipped 5 pages. I can feel in my hand.
I don't know
it's
why
tactile.
this fills me with rage.
It's tactile that I'm like, it's 5 pages thick until Christmas.
Ew.
Yeah.
But can't you just think about months?
No, it needs to be tactile. Like in Blue's Clues, they taught me about that.
Huh.
Wow.
They said, oh, this is fuzzy. Ooh, this is slimy.
Ew.
They were like, what's this slimy thing? And it's like, it's Blue just threw up on herself.
Ew.
'Cause she got real excited.
Nickelodeon slimed.
Yeah. It is green throw up because she ate so much slime. Because she was on Figure It Out. Remember when she was on Figure It Out?
Uh-huh.
And they're like,
And they're like the slime's made out of pudding.
uh-huh. And she goes, but dogs,
Yeah.
it's chocolate pudding, but just dyed green.
Yeah.
And dogs can't eat chocolate.
True.
Duh.
I mean, they can.
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
And she's just projectile vomiting, her head spinning around. I should also say she was messing with a Ouija board because she's like, oh, this Ouija board is silky.
It sounds like too many cooks.
Oh, yeah. And the silkiness was because it was made of skein.
Ew.
You can have a Ouija board made of skin. It's something people do. And that's like make it out of goat hide. That's metal.
Are we going to talk about the episode?
Yeah, but first, 5-man, they're teachers and whatnot. They're in school. That fed. What were you like in high school? Because I did not know you. I mean, I never knew you and saw you in high school, but I knew you when you were in high school.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I knew you and I hung out with you mainly outside of high school, like when you were done, and I was kind of like, I was a bad student for a while. Like, I wish I would have spent more time like talking to people and actually like studying. But I don't know. I got really depressed at like 16 and kind of like flunked out, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I got real depressed at 12, didn't realize it, and then just got anxious.
Yeah.
I went to school with your brother, and we both got bullied by the same person.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Shout out to Morgan Yore.
Yeah, Morgan. Oh, wait. I think we've already done like Morgan. You're more like Morgan Vor. Yeah.
Yes, we've done this already.
We want to see her be eaten by a giant. Or at least put in the mouth of a giant. Wow, that's like on the lips of baby dolls or whatever it is, that saying, like in the mouth of giants. It sounds like a biblical saying.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
No,
Yeah.
the saying is from the mouths, the lips. I don't know anymore of babes.
Okay.
Because
So-
it's like they're
In the big city.
unbiased.
yeah, pigs. They're just scramping around.
Yeah.
Charlotte's Web.
You know, in Chicago, I've seen just so many pigs.
Yeah, man, they're as bountiful
big
as
city.
the rabbits here, and sheep.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the pig map of the USA's?
Pig map?
What?
Yeah, there's an actual map of how many pigs exist in the US for like population per state.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
You got to. So we know how much pork we can consume each year. Because there's a cap of how many pigs. So once we start getting closer to the amount of people on Earth, we can't feed with the pigs because the pigs stay the same. We can't go any more, any less. They're just, the population is what it is. But once we start getting closer, is the day it goes over is when the purge bill gets enacted.
But it's just people are gonna use all their purge points on like killing pigs.
No, I'm saying we need to thin the herd that is humans so everyone can have pig to eat.
This sounds like it's just pigs killing people, isn't it?
No. It's people killing people so everyone can have their bacon and be yummy, yummy too.
Oh.
We should make people bacon. Let's do it. Nicole,
What?
let's eat some people bacon.
No.
Well, you could slice. Actually, I don't have any stomach fat anymore, pretty much.
Wow.
It's just all cum gutter. I want cum gutters so vicious that they go up to my smile.
That's not a thing.
Yes, they just keep growing and growing. My nipples are all of a sudden, it feels like
They're
a
inverted.
speed bump. No, it's out. Like, because
okay.
it's, the muscle is like, bloomp. It looks like I have like intestines. You know that dude who drank he was trying to commit suicide and he drank some Drano and then he was
No.
saved, but his stomach wasn't. So they had to attach his intestines directly to his throat. So he has to like push his food down. Like you can see the tube of his intestine in his like skin. It's indented.
This sounds like a video they would show me to not smoke when I was like a kid.
Yeah, pretty much. But this would be cum gutter, so it's healthy for you.
This is saying, like, don't kill yourself by drinking Drano.
Yeah, just do it with a gun in your head.
Exactly.
Right in your head. So you need to drill a hole.
Endorsed by the NRA.
Yes, hell yeah. Because they're like, hey, you bought one gun? That's
Yeah.
good enough for us.
Yeah,
Guns is expensive.
they are. Actually, I don't know.
That's basically what I was like in high school, so yeah.
What? Is you saying, hey, I just need to buy a gun?
No, definitely not. I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, yeah, you are.
No.
He was telling other people to buy guns.
He was saying, yo, man, this Colt 45, ooh, baby, I clean it once a day because I am sticky. And, I can't clean myself, so I will need to clean the gun because I'm playing with it every day. Going to the shooting range, doing little putting it in your holster on your waistband.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want cum gutters so good they're just a waistband.
Yeah.
Like I can fit it like underneath.
Uh-huh.
I go underneath that tube of a muscle.
Okay.
What do cum gutters look like if I just ripped my skin off pyramid head style?
Okay.
Wait, is it just a worm underneath me?
Ew.
Okay.
That's all people are.
What if it's another penis?
What?
Yeah, I got like 2 penises on my side.
Oh.
Can I work out my penis to become more muscular?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, but a penis is an organ, so I don't think you could.
Like in Tenacious D.
Yeah.
No cock push-ups?
Yeah, you can't do a cock pup.
Someone somewhere send me a Ute. No, I'm not going to ask for that.
Oh, it's to see if people are really doing that. I think you can only work out that like the penis itself does not get muscular, but the base around it that like makes it wiggle up and down when you have an erection, because your penis isn't doing that motion. Like I'm doing it right now, kind of like a front kegel.
Yeah.
That's moving, but the penis itself is not. It's like when you have a suction cup dildo. It rotates at the suction cup, not the penis itself. So what I'm saying is my muscle underneath my penis is like a suction cup. If it weren't there, my penis would just fly off. Okay. So I do have to like kind of like spit around it every day. Yeah. And it stays positioned. What is happening right now is like I do need to move the Discord window so I can see how long we have been recording because I am afraid we're way too into it.
So they're teachers? Why do they keep pointing out that they're teachers?
That's their thing. They're the sibling teacher. So real quick, today we watched, I believe, episode...
I thought you were going to move the thing.
Oh, I saw that we're 30 minutes in and that means I don't have time to move that thing. Nicole Lee Jake. All right, today we watched episode 44 of 5 Man entitled Deadly Robot Battle. I thought I wrote down Daddy Robot Battle. I'm like, that cannot be it.
I wish.
Yeah, get 2 daddy robots. Oh, Arthur 5 pumps up real big.
Is Magma Base established? Have they brought that up anywhere else in the series?
Yes. So
okay, cool.
I was going to say, is this the first time we see it fire? But we've seen that happen once before, I think, with Black Goleen. First time they showed up.
Okay.
But real quick rundown of this episode. The 5 men, it's 1 year gator since the destruction of their elementary school that they taught at. That's why they keep bringing that up. They, before this, were teachers. And it's so amazing that in most Sentai series, it's like, we have this job to do. We need to beat these people so the world can be saved. But their main focus is, we'll avenge the 999 planets that Zone has killed and like we'll bring justice to this. But more importantly, we get to go back to being teachers. They love it so much.
The stakes aren't quite that high, or is it just they're taking their time being teachers?
No, it's heartwarming and wholesome because at first I'm like, why would you want, like, you're working with your siblings and you're just teachers. What's so fun about that? But when you have been trauma bonded as they have been, and they are pretty much having to raise each other with the help of a robot guardian, it's like, no, we're best friends. So if I had best friends since the day I was born, of course I would want to work at the same place. And teaching is probably the best place to work at because each individual person can do whatever they want. It's like, oh, well, I'm into PE and shit. Okay, well, be a PE teacher. Well, I'm into music. Okay, be a music teacher. I love symbols that you combine them together and get another symbol. Guess what? That's also music. No, I'm kidding. It's math. I think it's wholesome, and I wanted to bring that up right now because it's cute, it's adorable, and they're into it. They're gonna win 5 Man. But Garo says, oh, hey, I found these power lines inside of our ship. I hooked them up to a Goleen, and now it's super powered. I'm gonna throw some construction equipment on it turn into a big Garoin.
Actually,
Don't forget the hentai tentacles.
oh wait,
Sorry.
you're doing this.
Yeah,
the
yeah, just a
summary.
quick
Oh my gosh,
summary.
hurry up!
They punch it out. The Super 5 Robo gets destroyed, but hey, Arthur's there with the magma base, and he takes that fucker down. 5-man Die Ranger.
All right, cool.
So yeah, let's get a note by note.
Note by note, day by day, that's all over.
The Fed, this is the theme song for Step by Step.
Okay.
Verbatim.
Verbatim. So the first thing that we see is an establishing shot of the Newtown Elementary, and they do this swinging establishing shot that goes from the gate, the sign of the building, to say like, hey, it's the Newtown Elementary, and it swings over and opens up into the courtyard. It's so beautiful. This episode and this series at large is so well shot, and it's insane that anyone would shit on this series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like the budget for the fight scene especially was extra high, and especially the villain outfits. Like, all of those like suits were fantastic. Except for the main hero's suit did not look as cool.
Main hero suit.
Or the main robot, or Gaimon, or I don't know what they call theirs. Like,
Arthur.
Do you mean the thing that looked like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
yeah, well, that I liked. It
Okay.
reminded me of a hentai puff, is what I called it.
Ew.
Just because it had all the like tentacles and stuff on it at first.
Okay, so that thing is in every episode. It normally does not have those tentacles. We'll get into that later, though.
Okay.
What person are you talking about? The like big,
Yeah, I was talking about the hero's big robot. Like,
oh, okay.
but we haven't
so,
gotten to that part yet.
5 Robo is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The robots in this series, the Zords is what you would call it, like a Megazord, they don't really start getting super fucking cool until Zhu Ranger, which is what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is based off from.
Okay.
At least in my opinion. They're generally like boxy, no like angular jutting out and whatnot. Probably just because it's like, well, all of that stuff is going to be broken repeatedly, and they might not have had the technology, the crafting skills to make that not happen until 1991.
Okay.
Or even just like the budget to like pay someone to keep repairing it.
Oh, yeah,
and
that too.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because after Jetman, they're like, whoa, we're doing super well again. And then Zhu Ranger, holy shit, this is huge as hell. And then Power Rangers blows it up as well. Ew. Also, initial thoughts. I forgot to say that to you, the Fed. You watched a Time Ranger episode 2 years ago. So what did you think of 5-Man?
5-Man at first, I watched the episode like 2 times. I remember liking Time Ranger a lot because it had more character development. This one, granted, the episode's called Struggle Robot Battle, so I didn't assume it was going to have a lot of character growth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, like, one of my gripes with it is that fire pole where they just introduced the kids into the downstairs super fast. But I guess it's episode 44 out of it's almost close to done. So.
Yeah, this technically is what we should have done is, these last 5 episodes, normally we would do just Nicole and I, because this is the start of the end game, but the first 2 episodes in this arc are fine for people to just jump in. This is a start and end, at least. It's not a to be continued like a story arc usually would be. It's just like a normal to be continued like every episode is. So it could be a little bit jarring, but if you have any questions of like, who's this, who's that, just let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
They love dumping balloons into the sky, these dumb kids.
Yeah.
Did you have any notes so far?
No, not about the school.
Okay. Well, now we're into we see this 5 sibling teachers getting ready to go to the inaugural ceremony to say like, hey, this school is back again and we're doing it up proper.
Respect, baby.
And they're all in nice suits, looking good. They're like, oh, I'm going to cry so much. And then Kazumi, I think that's her. Yeah, Kazumi says, oh, man, I'm going to bring a big-ass handkerchief. And I'm like, why do you need one so big?
Because she's going to cry so much.
Maybe your eyeballs have been named Brandon, and Brendan's getting so big.
You know what I don't like about this series?
What's up?
Is that their whole thing is that they're like sibling teachers, but they're not actual teachers for like most of the show.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be like if what could I say? Like The Crow, that dude. Well, I don't know what that dude did. Let's just say Nicole. You are an artist right now. That's what your aspirations are. Let's say you were doing that full time and then you became a Sentai Ranger and then you were like, well, I have to put that on hold for a year. Would you still not be an artist for trade?
That's not what I'm saying.
You're saying like it would be cool, like Mega Ranger style, that it's still taking place in school.
Yeah.
Well, budget stuff.
Like it's like that's the crux of that's the theme of the show.
But they're still using that in their battle play.
I guess.
One's got a rhythmic gymnastic ribbon. One's got a dumbbell. One uses science that he's like, or math, science. He's like, ooh, the science of this sword is that swink, you cut in half.
I don't like it.
Well, okay. Oh, the Time Rangers weren't always going through time.
Yeah, they were. You fucking bitch.
It's not like Ryu or Rio from Die Ranger was like, I'm gonna cook dumplings to kill my enemies.
I think that was actually like his special version of Hadouken. So
yeah, James.
What, a dumpling?
Yeah.
if you modded enough,
A dumpling. I think you're just being a little too harsh because you haven't had your Snickers bar today, okay?
Dude, I fucking wish. Get me one.
No, sugar's bad.
Damn it.
We're not allowed to have that in the house.
I tried.
Zone's last resort in this episode is normal human-made construction equipment. Because on their way, let's
Wait,
get to
you
the
skipped the tentacles.
tentacles. Yes.
yeah, the important part.
Thoughts.
Yeah, they've been teasing this weird foggy room forever.
Foggy room.
I still stand that it's Meadow-sama's vagina, and those are just her fallopian tubes.
You don't know what fallopian tubes are, Nicole.
They're dangly tubes that shoot out electricity.
Okay, all right. She got me there.
And they give life?
Yeah. And technically, hearts, like people run on electricity, so
Yeah.
like when you electrocute someone, they'll start beating a heart again.
So I was correct.
All right. Your thoughts. What do you think this tentacle shit is?
Oh, it definitely looked like it was just straight out of a porn. I thought initially I was just watching a porn.
What porn do you watch?
The interesting ones, James.
Hentai.
No.
Obviously.
What the porn I watch is a man and a woman and then 3 other men.
Get the woman out of there.
Then sometimes you get a blow-up doll.
Okay.
Or you get a sorority and they,
Oh.
on a bench, there's a plethora of, it goes from like small to super big dildos that are suction cupped onto the bench and they kind of just leapfrog and see how big they can fit. It's a very hot, I think it was on Haze Her, which is a porno series I think got canceled because they're like, we can't promote this hazing thing anymore.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, pledge, see what dick can you take? And they're like yelling at these girls as they're like, I'm sorry, I just can't fit it in me.
I can't tell if this is real or fake.
Very real.
Okay.
And I wish I could download the full video, though they have like a 9-minute one.
Yeah.
And it's just, but also I don't like a porn with too many people in it because generally the individual that I'm drawn towards is never focused on.
Sure.
I'm like, dang it. So then you got to go into the porn hub. Hey, here are the porn stars in this video and just click on all of them because it's like, well, they have brown hair in this, but in their photo, they might have blonde hair. So you got to go filter and it's like, oh, this is the person.
Yeah.
And it's other Haze Her videos.
Yeah, I can definitely relate.
You can.
I watch porn just so much.
Yeah, dude.
all the times.
I go into the office and Nicole's like, "Oh, don't come in here," and then I slip.
Ew.
Not from that, because she's sweating so hard.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think, grosser. Of
Yeah.
just like someone masturbating so much that they're just beating with sweat.
No, not even masturbating. You're just watching it.
Oh yeah, you're edging.
Yeah.
Just passionate sting.
Or you're just like so like nervous. Oh, should I even be watching this right now?
Yeah.
Thinking about masturbating, but you're like, the Lord will punish me.
Mm-hmm.
And then your nose bleeds as you put your glasses up.
Yeah.
And then you do get punished because your spouse walks in the room and slips on your sweat.
Yeah.
But I've gotten pretty good at it. I kind of do like a jabberjaw slide on it. I'm like, woo, 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 woo. Like I'm slipping, but I stay up. Or like when you go to a roller rink and you have to just keep slipping till you hit the wall and you're like, ooh, I'm safe now.
Yeah.
That's what porno means to me. So yeah, this tentacles are down because Garo found out, hey, this room that you guys told me to go into actually had these tentacles hanging up, these power cables that have mouths at the end, and he put them to a Goleen and it superpowered him. And then he's like, I'm taking my rightful place as captain. Fuck you, Chevalier. And then he goes and we see the 5 men. They're driving as fast as they can, just in a quarry on this dirt road. How does this go to their school? Maybe it's a shortcut. What if they got Hills Have Eyes? That'd be pretty cool.
Scary.
Then all of a sudden, a bulldozer just out of nowhere comes and like rams into them, and they're like, "Whoa, who's in there?" No one's in there.
No one.
And then the Goleen pops up and Garo says, "I got you now, fuckers." And then he's like, "You trying to make new elementary schools in my holy Gotham City?" He takes a bunch of like dump trucks and such, but just slaps them on, and
It's so unnecessary.
and it looks so
funny.
yes, looks so cheesy and corny, and I'm like, this cannot be what they do. Then it like flashes and goes, and then this must be a trope in Sentai. Now that I'm seeing so many of them in the end game, the villains will get a mecha themselves, and they're always so cool.
Yeah.
They spend so much time. Zyuranger, I remember. Car Ranger, specifically the one that they like built from the like a model kit from the back of a intergalactic magazine.
Yes.
Very funny.
Like the boots are what did it for me on this one. Like
Ooh.
just that they're like, yeah, they're so floppy too when he walks. It's amazing.
You know that floppy metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really heavy metal.
You know, sometimes the placeholder name in a script is the name to be because they're like, he says, "Check me out in my mech, Big Garoan." And it's like, guys, you have to find a better name than that.
They call me Big Garoan.
That would be like,
Big James.
yeah, I was gonna say like if I just started thinking about it, I was like, fuck, I wish that existed. I will preface this: there was a series of Ninja Turtle toys that were Ninja Turtle mechs. It was probably around 1990 to maybe 2002, somewhere in there, where their mechs were like giant turtles, and it was very cool. I used to own one. I wish I still did, but I bring that up because I'm like, I wish this existed. A Yogi Bear mech would be so fun. Wait, no, that happened in an episode of Jellystone too. They need to make this toys.
They did that in Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, Big Giant Powerpuff. Yeah, the professor made it, I believe.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want the girls getting harmed, I think.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, go in this big mech.
Yeah.
If your show does not have a line of mech toys, what are you even doing?
What are you even doing with your life?
Come on, Steven Universe, get some mechs in there.
Get that big mech energy.
Yeah, a giant woman? Nah, son, I want a giant robot. Scrubs?
Didn't they have one?
I don't think they had a giant robot in...
Steven Universe.
Maybe they did in one of the later episodes.
Because the spaceship.
Probably. But Scrubs? Get a giant
For sure.
medical robot.
Does Giant Doctor count?
Yeah.
Is there Giant Doctor?
Yeah.
I mean, technically you're combining two parts to make one bigger part.
Yeah.
So.
It's JD on Turk's shoulders with a giant doctor's coat
Oh, okay.
in a giant notepad.
Oh, I do remember this now. I didn't know they had a name for it.
They switched tops at one point too. So
Yeah.
Sam and Max had a giant robot. Why didn't they make that a toy? Why didn't they make any toys when that series was going?
yeah, or any like pops. Think of all the cool shows that could have pops now.
Yeah.
Like Jellystone. Man, I can't wait till season 3 of that comes out. Have you seen Jellystone?
No, I don't know what it is. I was hoping what is it?
It's on HBO Max. It starts out centering around Yogi Bear in a modern day Jellystone where Yogi, Boo Boo, and Cindy are doctors. But as the series goes on, we start seeing and focusing on other Hanna-Barbera characters all living in Jellystone. And it is so well written. It's funny. It's great. The stories are awesome. Augie Doggy and Doggy Daddy are... Do you like them, Nicole?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, a daughter and a father, maybe Nicole doesn't connect with this.
I like good fathers.
Okay, all right. And Doggy Daddy's the best.
Yeah, he's a fucking kick-ass father.
And I want to see any fucking chuds get mad. Oh, why did they make Augie Doggy a girl? It works so much better this way.
It's so good.
Oh, man, Jellystone, 2 thumbs up.
I'll check it out. HBO.
Yeah, HBO Max. Okay, my next note is, speaking on the giant robot, it has like a camo and like the yellow construction vehicle patterns on it. It looks very good. Check this one out, guys. The cinematography in this is tops. It looks so clean. It's cleaner than that Obi Trice Cheers copy I had in high school. Where even if he said a name of a gun, they would blank it out with the sound of a gun. And it's like, I think that is a little more violent.
Yeah, because I feel like most people wouldn't even like realize that was the name of a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they say like guns clap, and it's like to blank that out, it goes like tick, tick, and it's like that's violent.
Yeah. It's either the same, if not worse.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes it goes pow.
Whoa.
That scares my ears.
That's how you cause trauma to people.
That causes much trauma as I know editing this later will when I start hearing myself tooth of it all.
The toothiness.
Uh-huh.
Shiny teeth in us.
I want juiciness, not toothiness.
Juiciness.
Yeah, just anything juicy's cool. Except like your skin. Your skin shouldn't be juicy.
Or are you talking about the brand? Isn't that a brand name?
It could be. Juicy Couture.
Yeah.
In the first reveal for like the suit, when he shoots that like stuff at the kids before they're suited up, they were so close to that smoke. It had to have either been a chemical warfare thing that he was using, or like he was deliberately not trying to hurt them. Because honestly, that explosion, they were close enough to actually be hurt as people, I think.
No, they just run real fast. They know. They have a spidey sense.
They have a spidey sense.
They do.
The Sentai sense.
Well, Sentai, I think, might be possibly canonically in the same universe as Toei's Spider-Man.
Whoa.
Even though they never bring it up because legally they can't.
Yeah.
But if it is, they might have a spidey sense. But a sibling sense. Oh, do you have a sibling sense with your sibling?
Yes, I can sense when I have wronged him.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Most siblings can't do that.
Right? It's called empathy. No, I'm kidding.
Nicole had a like 2-hour conversation with her sister.
Yeah.
The heart to hearts.
You guys were best friends. Oh, this is something I should bring up. Nicole having a conversation with her sister in the middle of us watching TV, and it was on our day when we just zone out, get high. And I'm like, well, I want to keep watching movies, so I'm going to put on my headphones, hook up the Roku to my iPod, and I'll be able to listen to a movie. I'm looking for something. I'm like, maybe I'll do Troll 2 and fall asleep. And I'm like, no, I want to watch a movie. And I saw this one called Night of the Warrior, directed by famous smut action movie director Andy Sedaris. And he's known for like the triple B's, bullets,
babes.
Well, no, it's bullets, something, and boobs. Maybe it's bikinis and boobs. And this was Night or Day of the Warrior, and it is a baffling movie, but so just what you're looking for in this instance. And there's a lot of times when it's just like random shots of tits with Kevin Eastman, creator of Ninja Turtles, just looking directly at these titties. And I'm like, what is going on? But then Nicole's like, hey, sorry, Ashley. James is watching a movie and he doesn't have the sound on, so I'm just seeing what's going on and trying to make heads or tails of it. It's a good movie. Check it out. What's your favorite trashy movie?
I don't know. It's probably like an 80s action film that I watched. Kindergarten Cop. Does that count?
Oh, yeah, I think that counts.
I like it a lot just because the lines that you get from Arnold is just, it's ridiculous. It's this meme stuff.
What's the like penis line?
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he says back, though. It's been a couple years.
That has been one that I want to rewatch, but I've heard people on podcasts be like, yeah, that movie doesn't hold up. So I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't.
It's not a tumor.
Yeah, that's the famous line. So do you like The Room, don't you?
Oh, I love The Room. I wanted to go see it when he was doing Tommy Wiseau was doing a tour around America, and he stopped at Royal Oak, I think, and I wanted to get tickets, but then COVID hit.
Boo.
Yeah.
I got to rewatch that just to see, do I like this or do I not? Because I believe you came with us when it was riff tracked.
Yeah, I think so. It was either that or I watched Starship Troopers with you guys, too.
Well, then you probably did both because we saw a lot of them together.
Yeah.
So that was my first and only time seeing it. So I don't know, because I was like, it's fun seeing it riff tracked, but I don't know if I would want to sit through it just normal. So I don't know.
It's pretty unwatchable after, like, for the last half hour. It's just truly bad at that point.
I did forget that he commits suicide in the end.
Right?
It's insane.
For no reason, too. It's like a snap, and then it's just like next scene, he's killing himself.
Mm-hmm. And he's like writhing on the ground, and he's like, oh, Lisa. And you're like, oh, yeah, he's just like writhing in pain. This is something normal people, I mean, it dramatized of what normal people would do. And then all of a sudden he has a gun and he kills himself. I'm like, what? Baffling.
Maybe they just didn't have a way to end their, like, terrible script.
Well, you've seen The Escape Art? No, is that the name of?
I've seen the movie with
Franco's in it.
Yeah.
Which I think is called The Escape Artist, right?
I don't know.
That movie's really good.
Yeah, and it really sheds light on what the fuck was going on. And it's crazy that I did not know that roof scene was shot on green screen and on a set, which is crazy. Of course it was. But it was done so well that I'm like, yeah, they're on top of a roof right now.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But there were a lot of scenes that even though they were outside, they would just do a green screen with it, even though they could have the outdoors.
Well, because they just had a set to film and shoot on. We talk about it on tomorrow's Engage with Nicolas Cage. Shooting on a set is always easier than shooting on location.
Okay.
So in this episode, Garo goes to the magma base and he's like, it's no longer there?
Yeah.
After he destroys and rips apart Super 5 Robo. But I'm like, there was an entire episode dedicated to trying to find it, and they couldn't find it. So how does he know where it is now? Maybe because it's supercharged, it can ping locations?
Or maybe like while he was being a janitorial work.
Yeah. He actually put in the work instead of sitting on the high tower of being captain. And he's like, no, if I go in the field with my teammates, I will get more done.
Exactly.
I like to think echolocation was also used, but that's just a conspiracy theory.
The magma base can fly, a bish.
Well, yeah, I do like Arthur because they were probably like, wait, it can fly? Like Executive might have said that. And then the writers probably said, yeah, it flies in every single intro. That's how they got here. That's how they went across the universe as children. It's like, yes, we've established.
But if you don't remember, Arthur tells you He's literally like, where did don't forget, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm like, it had to have been a note that they have to remind children, even though, again, you see it in the intro every time. Because I probably would have been like, oh, yeah, it can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess I would have just assumed, of course, yeah, it's Sentai. Literally anything can happen.
Right? Yeah.
A robot raised children into, like, healthy adults.
Adult teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give back to society positively.
Even Gaku?
Yeah, of course, Gaku.
I'm just kidding.
He died once.
He
Whoa.
died once.
But then they time traveled and got him not dead.
Does that make his sacrifice worth it? Because that kind of feels like it took that away from him.
No, he did. It wasn't a sacrifice. It was just like a straight up murdering of him.
Oh, okay. What an episode.
It was a while. It was a few episodes back, but no, he just like a villain's like, oh yeah, I can kill you now, and just murders him. It's not like he jumped in front of something. No, they're like, we're here to kill Gaku, and guess what? We just killed Gaku.
Yeah.
Okay. This is something that should have been explained. How is Big Garoin intercepting emails from children?
I have no fucking clue.
Like, that would, unless these bits of digital letterings are going out through radio waves, you can't just like pull something from an internet communication and be like, I have it now.
Yeah. I really don't know. I was confused.
Unless it's like, oh, it's through satellites and he's in the vicinity where these children are beaming this communication to the magma base.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Magnets.
Magnets could be that too.
Maybe there was an episode that got cut out and it explains how he knows where the base is.
Yep.
And it shows him hacking into their email.
He's just prowling to be like, oh yeah, what are these children saying these days?
I like the hacking better than like him just actually reaching out to them, though. That seems worse somehow.
Oh, well, for sure it's some hacking of some sorts. Maybe it's just like he intercepted it somehow. This big Goleen thing does it.
Yeah.
Whose email would you love to hack into?
My old one from high school. I can't remember the password, too.
Okay. Nicole?
Probably my father, so I can sign him up for a bunch of just like junk mail.
You can do that just by knowing his email address.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, ask your sister or something.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Me, I'd hack into Lloyd Kaufman's just so I can search Evolved Part 2 and see if there was any information ever about that movie.
Yeah.
But what were you going to say?
Oh, I've considered like writing his phone number on a bathroom stall.
Oh, yeah, you've said that before.
I think it would be funny.
Say, for a bad time, call. And people would call and be like, what does this mean?
What?
You got to get them signed up to Applebee's.
Signed up to Applebee's?
Oh, they'll keep messaging you even after you unsubscribe.
Oh.
Any restaurant ever.
Oh my God.
It never stops.
That's a predatory email subscribing.
Nice.
Yep. Don't do that. No recommend. Unless you're Applebee's.
You want to know what? Applebee's, come sponsor our show. I'll sign up. I don't even know if there's an Applebee's in
I was going to say,
Chicago.
I can't even remember the last time I've seen an Applebee's.
Well, there's by the mall, or not by the mall, by Walmart in Muskegon. Is that one still there?
I think so.
Which means we would have saw it, like it's across from Fazoli's.
Yeah. We got a Taco Bell there now. So it's kind of like we're moving up in the world.
Yeah. And a bunch of weed dispensaries.
Yeah. They're popping up like crazy.
I love it.
Me too.
Garo's gonna destroy the school, baby.
Good. School's out
Forever.
School's out. Eat leather. Then he tries to destroy the school, but then the magma base drops down and says, we're going to light your ass up. And just, oh, wait, first they shoot him with just Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
Knock out the windshield, so now he can't go up into space, so that's good. That's why Arthur goes up into space, but drops down. Magma base, it's OP.
People's elbow right on top.
I want to see just like a bird just fly in there. And he's like, no, get out.
Yeah. Oh, it's Tak. He comes back in time.
From Time Ranger.
And he goes in there and he's
Okay.
like, get out of here, you metal beast.
Yeah.
And he says, indubitably, then flies away. And all along, the Car Ranger also came back in time, but with a big old banana peel. They put it in front of the big Garoin, and then they slip, and he goes, whoa, but he doesn't have the training that I have, slipping on Nicole's just copious sweat. So he just slams on his head. He's done, out for the count. 5-man.
5-man.
That's how I would have ended the episode. But he gets defeated. He comes back to the zone base, and he falls down. He looks beat up, and his crew comes up, and they're like, Captain Garo. He's still captain in their hearts.
In their hearts.
That's why they'll win.
Yeah, that's why the bad guys will win in this series.
Yeah.
And then finally, it's Meadows is just a corporation pitting team members against each other, just like the Academy does to actors, directors, etc., and says, oh, well, now it's time to see which captain is the real captain who can kill the 5-man.
Yeah.
It's sickening.
Sounds like they should have just got the one from like 2 episodes ago that killed Gaku.
Yeah, but they don't have a time machine.
Oh.
And they won't have one until or even one around until 1999, 2000.
Okay.
When Time Ranger come back.
Time Ranger.
The Space Jam era.
But they can't go further back because it can only go back 1,000 years.
Yeah.
1,000 years in my belly, cheers. All right, the Fed, we have one last thing to discuss. These 5-men, as we have brought up, use the subjects they teach in order to help define their special abilities, what weapons they use, etc. So if you were a teacher and you were a 6-man, one of the siblings, maybe a long-lost cousin coming back and saying, I'm part of the family,
third twin.
Yeah, third twin. That's called a triplet, sir. What subject would you teach, and how would you use that to defeat the Zone Army?
I would try to teach people perspective.
Okay.
Honestly,
what subject would you teach? So philosophy?
History. I would teach history or psychology. History is the coolest thing. Learn from your past. Learn from the past of everything. Don't do it again. Even though we're going to, because, that's how humans work. So exactly. Yeah. Have you guys answered this question for yourselves, or?
Yeah, we don't remember what we said, though.
Well, what would you choose today after watching this struggle robot battle?
I teach comedy, I'd pull out Truth in Comedy, the UCB guide to improv, and say, don't think, I know just what you're saying. And they're like, whoa, he's so good. He said, don't think, and then made a song that relates to that. Oh, my God. And then I'd say, yeah, Del Close, he rules in the blob. You should bow at his feet. We are going to the Goodman Theater and stealing his ashes. I need to start a Facebook event for that. Like the UFO thing of just 1,000 strong to infiltrate the Goodman and steal this devil's ashes. Oh, and how I would use that is I'd steal those ashes and get them all muddy and throw it in the faces or at the feet, make them slip, and then bada bing, they're paralyzed from the neck down.
Nice.
And I'd slap them with a rubber chicken. I'd try to explain a herald to them, and then they just blow their brains out.
War solved.
Not even perform a herald of bad improv. No, I just try to explain it to them.
Yeah.
Well, actually.
So, you start with a suggestion, and then, you play a series of games, but not games. It's just kind of what we're playing off from each other. That's what we call it. And then we do a series of scenes that eventually rope all into each other. In the end, we call back brilliantly, and that's a herald.
Wow.
Grab my Glock. Sorry, gunshot.
And then they're like, so is this funny? And you're like, it's interesting.
It's introspective comedy.
You look at it and you're like, oh yeah, I guess I couldn't do that, so good on them. It's like when you see someone do a puzzle real quick, or do it like you see someone do a Rubik's Cube in record speed. That's a herald.
Or line up some dominoes.
Or eat some Dominoes.
Whoa.
Actually, seeing someone eat Dominoes is better than seeing someone do a herald. I'm kidding. I love seeing long-form improv.
Hell yeah, dude.
And short form. But we need mid-form improv, guys.
Okay.
It's a blending of the two. I don't know how.
We're looking for an hour and a half long to 2 hour long comedy. I think that's called a movie.
Man, a movie-length herald? Oh my God. There need to be an intermission. And that's it, guys. That's the episode.
Super Sentai.
I don't know anything about improv.
You know all about it. You've seen it many times.
All
Narnar
right,
Shred
cool.
Town.
Yeah.
They always, for some weird reason, each scene ends with one of them on the other's back.
Because it's funny.
They're goofs. They need to do another. They need to do a reunion show.
Something.
Hashtag Narnar Shred now.
Yes. Shred Chi-Town.
Narnar Chi-Town. Well, it could be in Wisconsin if they wanted.
Chi-Town, baby.
The Fed, thank you so much for being on today's episode.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. It's always nice to catch up. You guys are amazing people.
Back at you. I'll have to have you on Death from Above, a Sam and Max podcast, because I had MC Deep on. I'm going to have Giraffe on. I'm just going to get all the Deep Swish on.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Plus, Sam & Max is one of the better point-and-click adventure games.
Hell yeah, baby. We're discussing the TV show right now.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, I haven't watched but more like 2 or 3 episodes.
Hell yeah, man. Do you have anything to plug?
My butt. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh.
No.
It's already plugged.
One piece at a time is what I'm doing lately with my friends. And other than that, go to more Applebee's. Just anyone you can find.
But do not sign up for their emails.
Nope, that's predatory.
Unless you have a burner email. Use that. Nicole, anything to plug?
Don't even eat there. Just go to it and then you can leave. You know, I gotta plug the same thing I always plug, which is darlinghomebody.com, where I sell cool shit that I make. Sign up for join the Darling Homebody Society for a monthly sticker magnet. Sign up before February 1st to get a chinchilla with the flower crown, babies.
Cheer! Guys, wherever you're listening to this right now, search Marshland Media Podcast. Subscribe to it, download all the episodes, maybe listen to them, I don't care, and then leave a 5-star iTunes or Spotify review. If you don't listen on either of those, download those apps and review that show. Also, do the same for this, but please, Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling and Shuffling the Deck are in that feed. Sean Marciniak and I spend a lot of time goofing around, doing research, having good times, but no one is listening to those shows. So please, or some juggalos started listening to Shuffling the Deck, but Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling, we're going through Lucha Underground. It's truly the best wrestling show that you will ever watch. The story, the cinematography, and the matches themselves are all top tier. Check it out, please. Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling, Shuffling the Deck in the Marshland Media Podcast feed. Wherever you're listening to this, you can find that show. So please also head over to MLMpod.com to find out information about my other podcasts like Height of Horror, Hit It and Crit It, Formulaic, Sweet Child of Time. This movie's gay. We haven't released an episode in like 2 years, but it's still a fun show. And hey, if you missed This Movie's Gay, go check out Corwin and I over on Formulaic, the table read of Step by Step. He was Mark. He did a great job. Check it out, bitch. Please. And then listen to my music wherever music is found. Marshland Monster. Got a new album coming out February 10th. Hey, that Fed, if you're interested in hearing it beforehand, I'll send it to you.
Totally. Also, congrats on the new label, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
Already in the can, almost another EP coming out with Crazy 8, the Snap Case. It should be Crazy 8, the Snape Case, okay? Because it all would rhyme, dude. When he's on Mostly Speaking Sentai, I will scream that at him. And speaking of that, hey, all of February, every single episode will be Horror Crunk Entertainment guests, so be on the lookout for that in February. And head over to patreon.com/MLMpod, where for $5 a month you get exclusive content every single Friday. Great podcast. This week is releasing Matchstick Men for Engaged with Nicolas Cage. It's very fun. And then for $10 patrons, you get bonus exclusive monthly content. This month is straight to Patreon, where we're discussing Shark Side of the Moon. It's a Tubi original movie. I'm excited to watch it with our friend Mars. Oh yeah. And you get shout outs on every single free feed podcast at the $10 check mark. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, he's a rapper, Defo, D-F-O, Kayla, aka Two Grapes, Jordan B, the Chaos Witch, my Bickle brother in common law, Joshua, Jakis, Steve Barnes of Sweet Child of Time. We're back, baby, doing a retrospective rewatch of Wheel of Time. The womb in which I emerged, no teeth to be seen there. Or maybe there was. No, it would have bit off that umbilical cord around my neck. It's my mom. Lil Corey's BFF and roommate Shane, and from the upcoming podcast, One Piece at a Time, That Fed, our guest today.
Woo woo.
I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Kris, the Fed.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye-bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Oh, yeah.